Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Chaos120 stream for November 10th, 2017. I'm your MC this evening, Scooby331, with our usual crew. I'll be taking us through the intros really quick. We are starting off with Greater Ajax.
Hello, everyone.
Irving Twin.
Chatelet.
The lovely Sylvanas.
Hello.
The next 6 minutes.
This apple spice flavored tea is amazing.
And yours truly, of course. So, anything interesting that you guys want to start off with really quick?
I'm still pissed at YouTube.
When aren't you pissed at YouTube?
When I don't have a copyright strike.
I'm really sorry about that. That sucks.
Mm.
I have a bit of show and tell for Mr. Irving there.
Oh,
I
no.
know he always looks forward to this.
This is going to become like a weekly thing.
Yeah, he just wants to get the reaction out of me.
Yeah.
Do people like it? Do they like seeing my O face? Is that what
I
is
think
it?
so. Or your near O face.
My edge face?
Yeah.
Burnside.
Burnside.
Burns.
Burnside.
Hey, what up, Burn?
And shit, different body bag that's got to be filled, you know.
Can't hear
Sweet
you.
home from Pakistan, the city that never stops a bleeding.
Nice.
I swear to you, he's got a pad and pen, and wherever he is, he thinks of it and he writes it down, and he just flips it open off camera and reads them. He has to be doing it. He has to be.
God damn, I fucking love you, Irving.
Hi, Irving. Today we are looking at the 223 Savage Axis rifle.
Ooh.
It has a left-handed bolt.
Fucking lefties. Ruined it for me. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
Nice.
This nice soft rubber buttstock thing that you can actually take off and put your cleaning supplies in the butt of the rifle.
Ooh,
So you
nice.
can take a little cleaning kit and stick it in the butt of this rifle, and you can take it out in the field with you. Yeah. So just in case you get your rifle dirty, you can clean it in the field.
Nice.
And I have
Sounds
this.
like a good hunting rifle right there.
Yeah. This is a temporary placeholder scope. I'm getting a better one than this. This one is more geared for a 22 Magnum rifle. So I'm getting a better one than this. And I'm kind of saving up for that.
Nice.
Now here is the magazine.
5 rounds?
Let's see. I think so. 5 rounds. 223.
That's the limit in Canada. That's why I recognize that size.
Yeah. It has a really smooth bolt. See if you
Nice.
can actually
Nice.
hear this.
Ooh.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
There we go. See if I can get it out. Pull the trigger, yes. First you have to get the safety off. That's important. And let's see. Push down this and at the same time, and out comes the bolt.
Mm.
Pretty metal
Ooh.
bolt.
That's the metal.
And it has Savage on the we go. And back in you go.
Nice.
There's something about bolt tackles, right? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Like it just a smooth bolt.
Uh-oh.
Yep. There we go. And that was, of course, the Savage Axis 223
Beautiful.
in left-handed configuration.
I have a question 6.
Yes, sir.
I swear
Where's
to
the part?
God.
Where's the part to put the chainsaw, man?
Well, if I were so inclined, I get the rings to go here on the fore end, so I could put the Picatinny attachments with the chainsaw or the Starship Enterprise or whatever attachment I deem appropriate for the trip out.
Death Star
Stack the deck against those pesky deer, and they're trotting in their hoofs, and they're hiding amongst the trees. Perhaps one of those Predator underslung laser things with the infrared and the ultraviolet. Little noise.
Nice.
Have to do that. Anyhow, that was the Savage Axis 223.
Nice.
Show and tell over. There we go.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
I gotta get a rifle. I really do. I want something for this house.
Now, if I could just figure out if anybody I know actually has like a deer lease or something like that, I may actually try to do that. Instead, you know what? Hog hunting. Is
Yeah,
an invasive species, and you can hunt as many as you are willing to clean.
Right. It's a lot of bacon.
That is a lot of bacon, and I like bacon.
Ooh, bacon.
And I know Canadians, they love their bacon. So how is the Great White North right now? Yeah, they get pretty damn huge. Because they eat...
It's like a Volvo.
Yeah, they eat anything and everything. They devastate crops. They they destroy they destroy native species. They compete with native species.
And they can be
they're pretty bad. They will attack people. They certainly will. They've become a huge problem in many states.
Dude,
right now.
if you were made of bacon, and tusks, you'd think you were pretty tough too.
Yeah.
Oh, and just for anyone that's jumping into the live stream right now, any viewers, we're talking about hog hunting, not about attacking SJWs. I know that it's not similar, but
there are some parallels.
Nice, indeed.
The only difference is that hogs don't dye their hair blue.
Oh, shit.
oh man. So what's going on in the news? Anything good?
Well, let's see. I have the rundown of ye old Twitter, and I'll get you the chaos news here in a second.
We have a lot of things. I know some came from Cryptic, some came from me. I know Jack at least posted one thing. I talked to him. He's actually just been spacing our hashtag. That's what's happening. He hasn't been getting much sleep. And I know Colleen's done a few things.
Okay, this they had this on Monkey's stream just a little while. No, actually it was Scribes tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Scribes
But
stream.
even though it's on Scribe's channel, we still refer to it as Monkey Stream.
Okay. Well, we were just showing off a firearm, so I think it's appropriate that we continue on with that theme and read a story about a fellow in Virginia who bungled a robbery attempt by shooting at an ATM with a shotgun.
What?
Wow.
Detectives in
how badly
Fair-
was he hurt?
Let's see what. Detectives in Fairfax County, Virginia, are searching for a man who opened fire on an ATM point blank with a shotgun.
What?
That's idiotic. That is very dangerous. The attempt at robbing the ATM was unsuccessful. Officers were called to the BB&T Bank around 11 a.m. Yes, it is very funny. Sunday morning, after a customer reported that pieces of the ATM were strewn about the area. The unsuccessful holdup was caught by surveillance cameras. As a result, the suspect is believed to have left the scene in a four-door sedan. Surveillance images don't offer a clear view of the face, but the suspect is wearing a red Nike hoodie. But the suspect lacked in brilliance. He more than made up for his ballsiness. Yes, this is an article that uses the word ballsiness in a sentence. Unironically. The attempted robbery was not only on camera, but took place right off of Richmond Highway. Police are offering anonymous tipsters from $100 to $1,000 for any information that may lead to an arrest. If you recognize the suspect in the photos recovered by surveillance, you can submit your tip to by phone to 703-691-2131. Anonymous tips may be submitted through the Crime Solvers by visiting fairfaxcrimesolvers.org or text a tip by texting to tip 187. It's a very ominous. Anyway, plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Anyhow, so this fellow is shooting at was essentially a chunk of metal with a shotgun that I'm assuming either. Just to give him the benefit of the doubt, something like a double-aught buck, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
not slug, right? Because he walked away. Look, okay, sorry, I got to jump in here because they characterized the robbery as unsuccessful. Now, me and some of the guys on this stream have been trying to get together like a tabletop RPG thing going on, and unsuccessful is not the right word. That's such a terrible role that it's like, oh yeah, no, you blow your own hand off and fall backwards into a pit of fucking Vaseline. Like, I am unsuccessful. No, this was worse than unsuccessful. Unsuccessful.
I am shocked.
Zero.
I am shocked that we didn't get a nut shot out of this one.
Yeah. Maybe
Some
we
of
did.
that-
Maybe the camera didn't catch it.
Some of that double-aught buck. You're shooting at something. Essentially, it's like shooting at an engine block. There's a high probability that you're going to get some cast back.
Worse than unsuccessful. It's more like couldn't have done it, man.
Yeah, if he had like a breaching slug or something like that, maybe he might have actually done some damage to that ATM. But shit, these they engineer these things with this kind of scenario in mind. As stupid as it is, damn. This guy is lucky to be alive. Point blank.
Indeed.
I remember this one time about 3 years ago. There was a robbery in Africa, and the guys
Scooby,
actually
please turn
blew
Burnside
up
off. I can't
in order to
hear
get
him.
money out of it. With
I have him at maximum volume.
and they burnt a good portion of the money
Burnside,
out of it. 'Cause
fix
they
your mic.
blew up the
Nobody
entire
can hear
ATM.
you.
He probably can't hear us either. Burnside, can you hear us? Burnside, can you hear us? Hey, buddy.
Burnside.
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, much.
Yeah, we thought we lost you there.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about
I can hear you
Africa?
guys. Am I roboting or something?
No.
No,
just
we
very
just couldn't
quiet.
hear you.
And I
it's
don't
probably
think you could
the
hear
fucking
us either.
phone. 'Cause
Yeah.
I paid the wrong goddamn bill, so they
Burnside?
He's gone again.
Oh yeah, your mic's cutting in and out. You were solid for a second and then dropped.
Yeah, it
Burnside.
was about South Africa. I blew it up with some homemade plastic, like a good quarter of the money.
He sounds like a scratch record right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ah, crap. Here, let me try and dive out and dive back in real quick.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, while he does that,
Give me 1 sec here.
so I have another article here I can read while he's doing that. Okay, we have. So I'm crossing my fingers that this is a Florida woman story, but no. I don't know.
Sylvie just sent you a link in side chat.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Burnside.
I don't know why those links always look like, enormous when I. Yeah, I don't know why they always come up that big whenever I send them.
Okay,
I guess
does,
it's 'cause I'm.
Any
Oh
better?
my god,
Testing,
because it's a
testing.
Yahoo search.
Oh, it's the whole search. I just tried to send the one link. Sorry.
wow.
Is this thing working?
Yes,
Sort
we hear
of.
you.
Okay, I don't know. It must be my fucking data or some shit. They must be trying to cut me off for not giving them the extra $5.
No, you're good now.
Yeah.
Just keep your mic closer to your face, I guess.
Okay, all right. Anyways, when I was trying to tell a story, speaking of morons fucking up their robbery, it was about 3 or 4 years ago in South Africa. A bunch of guys decided they were going to rob an ATM, so they made some homemade.
And there he goes.
Oh, poor fucking guy, man.
I think the internet gremlins really don't want him to tell this story.
I know, man.
There's
Either that,
him.
either that, or a nefarious time traveler has come back to the past to prevent this story from being told.
Twist: the time traveler is Burnside.
The time traveler is Burnside.
Why? Because the time traveler went back in time to commit that crime, and now he's got to stop himself from ratting himself out.
So you're gonna spill the beans.
Yeah.
You're letting the cat out of the bag.
All right, let me go try something real quick here. Just give me a second.
Okay. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I will read this story about somebody from Snohomish County, wherever that is. Prosecutors say an escort shot a man in the head twice in his own home in North Everett, wherever that is. Then stole his wallet and gun and ran away. Incredibly, the man didn't die.
Hold on
What?
a second. Have you heard this Onion article about the new Amazon service that just comes to your house and kills you?
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Sponsored by the Clinton Foundation.
Oh, God. Not just the escort comes and fucking shoots the guy. That's the wrong service.
Yeah. So you got to be careful which boxes you check off when you're on the website. Yeah, the instant death one is probably not the best one to pick,
Yeah, I'd say so.
even if you get a discount. Anyhow, investigators arrested the suspect, 21-year-old Marissa Wallen, on Tuesday. She made her first court appearance via video camera Wednesday. Probable cause documents say Wallen shot the 36-year-old victim while the two were engaged in sexual activity in his North Everett home. So that reminds me of that scene from Harlem Nights when Jasmine Guy is banging Eddie Murphy and he shoots her with the 32. Who's under the pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And Let's see. I was stunned on Tuesday when the first detective came to our door, said Mark Barnum, who lives next door. He said your neighbor was shot twice in the head. Probable cause documents said Wallen admitted to shooting her client in the back of the head. Damn, while they were engaged. Okay. Shot him in the back of the head while they were engaging in sexual. What kind of sexual activity necessitates the man has his back turned to the woman?
I believe the term is pegging.
I guess if he's into that freaky shit.
Hey, no.
Or she shot the wall behind him and it ricocheted and hit him in the back of the head. If that's so, then I have to.
It's not pagan. Not all pagans are fucking crazy. It's called crazy.
All right, are you guys able to hear me now?
Pegging with the E.
Still, I don't care. It's crazy. There's different versions of everything. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Well,
and actually, there's a challenge going around about that shit right now, to be honest.
A pegging challenge?
Oh, God.
Is it like the Kim Kardashian challenge or whatever that was? With the lips?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyhow.
It's like knockout or something like that challenge. See if you could get the person to knock out or if they're going to fight you. So there are actually videos up on YouTube that's actually very much trending.
Oh yeah. That's been going on for years. The knockout game, right?
Well, there's that, but it's an escalated version
again,
of
by
that.
me.
Yeah, but it's a more escalated version.
Well, whatever the terminology, this guy was taking it from behind by this chick and got shot in the head twice.
Wow.
Let's see. She fired a second.
Take it from behind.
She fired a second shot that struck him in the side of the face. Wallen said that she then took his wallet off the nightstand and fled the location, believing he was dead on his bedroom floor, according to probable cause document. The victim's neighbor said on the Saturday that the shooting happened, he heard a noise. Evidently. I heard that what sounded like 2 or 3 taps coming from the wall, Barnum said. It was notable because we don't usually hear anything. He said he thought the noise could have been a hammer at first until he talked with detectives. It's just kind of shocking to think that perhaps that was maybe those were shots. Maybe it was the victim, and I feel really badly that I was unable to help, Barnum said. An officer found the victim 3 days after the shooting. During a welfare check, the officer found the victim sitting up against a wall in the master bedroom. He had a lot of dried blood on his head and he was awake, but unresponsive, the document said. Holy shit. So this guy was 3 days after being shot in the head twice after taking it from a chick from behind. The neighbor heard some loud tapping. Didn't tell anybody about it. This is 72 freaking hours with lead in his head. Damn.
And you thought you were having a bad day.
Damn. Okay. A CT scan found 2 bullets still in the victim's head. Neighbor said he works in tech. He keeps to himself a lot. He's got a computer stuff up there. He handles a lot of websites, IT security, says Eric Buxton. Another neighbor will talk. He's a nice guy. Documents say he had cameras that captured Wallen inside the home and running down the driveway. Wallen is also accused of using the victim's credit cards to rack up more than $10,000 in charges. Damn, that's like taking him from behind again. The documents say the victim had been hiring female escorts and frequenting a strip club in Seattle where he was bragging about how much money he earned and the belongings he had at his house. Well, that's like advertising all your shit on Craigslist and inviting some asshole to come take it from you. Anyhow, he liked to kind of flash his money a bit. It's what's going to happen. You're going to attract negative people along the way, Buxton said. But neighbors say they're just glad he survived. He got a long, hard road ahead of him. He had a long, hard something before that. So I
See,
wish
this
him
is-
well, Barum said.
This is why I like being a bad person, because I can laugh at shit like this.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, your room in hell is already guaranteed next to the noisy ice machine.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
may as
saving
well
it
enjoy it
for
while
all
I
of
can,
you.
right?
I'm gonna stick to my kingdom.
Hey,
Just
guys,
so
I figured out what my dang problem with the stupid phone was, and you guys are gonna hate me.
Had it upside down.
No.
It was
my
in your
fucking
mouth?
Data plan. No, I paid for the wrong data plan, so they're basically cutting me off. I had to go steal the CPD's Wi-Fi in order to get a decent signal.
maybe not something you want to admit on air.
Hey, it's perfectly public, man. It's the one they don't have secured. It's for all the staff, myself included. So yeah, I'm all good on that.
You're a taxpayer.
yes.
You paid for it anyways. Fuck them.
So as long as you,
Pretty much.
I guess, as long as you buy him a box of donuts, you're good.
Yeah, they're all good. But anyway,
Maybe
back to
coffee.
that. Yeah. Oh, I make coffee here all the time. But back to that story I was trying to tell. Now that I figured out what's wrong with this stupid phone, it was about 3 or 4 years ago in South Africa. A bunch of morons decided that they were going to rob an ATM, and what they decided to do was they were going to make some homemade C4 explosives. And
I can do that.
they successfully blew up the ATM, but they burnt most of the money inside of it. Yeah, like a good quarter of the money was just on fire, going all over the place. And there's like these 4 dudes like trying to scrape up money, and it's all just catching on fire because these morons use too much explosives on the ATM.
Well, so too
And,
much bang for
yeah.
their bucks, I guess.
Oh yeah. And then the fucking African military just comes in and they're like, "What are you dumbasses doing?" And they're like, we were trying to rob that ATM." And they're like, "With what?" Because none of them had guns or anything. And they just see this one guy with some type of jury-looking detonator, and they're like, "Give me that, motherfucker." Oh yeah, hysterical as shit.
Money burning a hole in their pocket, literally.
Yeah, sorry that's like a little delayed there, but I'm basically gonna have to be jumping back and forth from one area to another just so I can fucking do the show. Jeez.
Damn.
Until I have to pay my phone bill.
Sounds
so
like
that works.
Burnside misses us so much that he's gonna jump through loops.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he's
will.
dedicated.
Indeed.
Dedicated
Athleticism.
or begging for something to do.
Combination of the two, but I gotta go jump up there real quick, but not for long because forgot my own coffee this time.
That's never a good thing.
Coffee.
Nope.
Get a
Yeah.
flask, man. Jesus.
I do. I've got the giant fucking canister.
No, not of coffee.
Oh, bullshit. If you could find me one that doesn't say made in China.
You must have left it in the elevator.
Indeed.
Oh Lord.
Next to the Blackhawks.
Hey, I'm still waiting for those terrariums, motherfucker. Somebody better make me one.
It's good to have you back, man.
Before they realize I'm gone.
So you never realize just how lonely a week can be when Burnside is not here.
True.
Let's
So
see.
it's built without Ringo.
Hey, somebody has to play the drums.
You know, they knock him, okay? Ringo was a fantastic drummer, okay?
Oh yeah.
Judge Wednesday said Wallen had warrants out for her arrest and a long string of failures to appear and set her bail for $1 million. $1 million. Another person arrested in connection to the case, Jenner Matthews, was also arrested Tuesday in connection with the case. The probable cause document said Wallen made payments to him through Facebook using the victim's accounts. Officers were able to communicate with the victim at the hospital with gestures, but court's documents say the victim was not able to speak right now. Most of his gestures are middle fingers because he's damn pissed off. Nobody came to check on him. 72 freaking hours with bullets in his head. And God knows what up his whatever. Anyhow, that's that story.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Sir, we're just here to do a checkup on you.
So you appear to have a couple of bullets in your head and a strap-on hanging out of your ass.
I hope
Wild
they were
night?
at least decent and they checked his head first.
Sir, you might want to have your head examined.
Oh man.
The comedy writes itself.
Indeed.
Okay, so we have a story about an Anchorage man. So we're going from Florida to Anchorage. Let's see. Really?
That's like corner to corner, man.
Anchorage man arrested after stolen motorized Safeway cart becomes stuck in snow.
Wow.
So that's quite a getaway vehicle.
I'm sorry. I'm reminded of this commercial for a tire place in Canada where they're talking about a downtown police chase, and the robbers are outside the car in the snow trying to push it, and the cops are outside their car trying to push it, and they're all 15 feet apart. That's all I'm thinking about. Anyway,
Let's let's see. Fairbanks, Alaska. Good old Fairbanks. An Anchorage man was arrested on felony theft charges after police in the area say he was trying to drive a stolen electric shopping cart away from a grocery store to which it belongs.
Fuck.
You know those slow moving fucking things that go beep 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 when you back up? That's what he was with the little shopping cart thing in front. That's what that was. The incident began in the early hours of Tuesday morning when Ronell Chinnahook, 32 of Anchorage, set out on a Safeway shopping cart in the Fairbanks area store. Employees noticed him leave the store on the cart at 3:14 a.m., an account which was later confirmed with security camera video. 10 minutes later, Chinnahook reached the intersection on the battery-powered cart with a maxed-out speed of under 2 miles per hour.
sorry, 1 second. Is that name spelled Chinook?
No, it's spelled Chinuhuk.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Chinook, like the helicopter.
You would have been better off with the helicopter.
Yeah, at least I would fly faster than 2 miles an hour, man. Dude, I can run faster than that.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure if he's native or Ukrainian.
Or somebody that self-identified as an attack helicopter just jumped on their shoulders and had them run. Because he certainly would have gotten away faster than this riding this piece of crap. Anyway, with a maxed out speed of under 2 miles per hour, police say most of his journey on the stolen cart was spent driving from the grocery store across the parking lot and into a nearby intersection. An officer saw him stuck. An officer saw him stuck at that intersection. The cart apparently inoperable and trapped in snow.
And he didn't like get off and walk away or anything. He just sat on it. In the wind.
I guess not. I guess he was so in love with this ride. I mean, he really should have. He really should have thought of taking the model that has little ski attachments on them.
Well,
rides they love, man. Have you ever seen the fucking rims they have over in Shirakistan here, man? I mean, fuck. Makes you wonder why it's on welfare.
You would think, though, in Anchorage that they'd all have snow tires.
Just to get to the parking lot.
You think? Please. You're expecting too much from people now. Thinking? Really?
It's a lifestyle, okay? You don't think about it. You just put on your snow tires.
For whatever. So Chinnahook allegedly told officers he was on his way back to return the cart, which is funny since it seems like he was going in the opposite direction, and was riding the cart just to have fun. It's why the hell not? It's in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's snowing. Why not steal a grocery store motorized cart?
This would only be better if he had like a great big like. In the 80s, they used to call them ghetto blasters. You know what I mean? The big sound.
Yeah, the big tape players.
Just blasting Judas Priest, breaking the law, breaking the law at 2 miles per hour.
Oh boy! A spokesman with the Fairbanks Police Department said the theft of the cart, which is valued around $2,500, constitutes a felony. Well, oh boy.
2 mile per hour felony.
Okay.
Hey, you've been asking me, Six, how's Canada? And I'm ready to say Canada's shit. You know what? Canada's better than fucking Alaska.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That's not a hard thing to do, though.
Shut up.
What?
You know what? You're gonna play this game? Okay, we can play this game. You shut up.
I have to live here, woman.
Oh, you guys just wait until it starts fucking snowing here in Shirakistan, baby. We just got a little bit of snow.
Speaking of clouds, apparently there is
I do this all day.
mysterious radioactive cloud over Europe. I guess is that SJW politics? Is that what this is? An accident farther east. Okay.
That sounds like Merkel's fart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or, yeah, it sounds like she farted and then Macron queefed, and then it made a radioactive cloud after all the comments started praising it.
Yes, really.
Well, that's what happens when Merkel percolates.
Well, according to CNN, men are all toxic masculinity.
European authorities are providing.
I mute you.
European.
No, I don't want to hear it.
She's gone power mad.
Exactly, man. Give a woman a little bit of power.
You can unmute yourself, Six. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, good lord.
I can't play WoW, so I need something to do.
Idle hands are the devil's croquet set. Anyhow, can I talk about the mysterious cloud?
No, I want you to talk about the U.S. Marine Corps thing first.
Okay, which one's that?
I want that. It's one I sent on Twitter.
Oh,
I'll
about
send you-
space getting all that money?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Here, I'll send you the link in a side chat. The reason I want you to do this one is because I want it said before Cryptic goes to bed.
Yeah, okay.
It's in side chat.
No, it seems pretty
All
cut
right.
and dry to me. You're a deserter. You're no longer in the
Oh,
service.
not the deserter.
Oh, which one?
Let 6 read it.
Okay, Cryptic,
Oh,
this is
that.
for you, man. Marine drill instructor gets 10 years for abusing recruits. Oh, boy.
Oh, lovely.
Raleigh, North Carolina. A Marine Corps drill instructor was sentenced Friday to 10 years in prison for choking, punching, or otherwise tormenting recruits, especially 3 Muslims. Allahu Akbar. One of whom ultimately killed himself by leaping down a stairwell.
What? The
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets worse.
A military jury handed out the punishment to Gunnery Sergeant Joseph Felix a day after convicting him of abusing more than a dozen trainees at the Marine Corps boot camp at Parris Island, South Carolina. Among other things, he taunted Muslims as terrorists or ISIS and ordered 2 of them to climb into a clothes dryer spinning one of them around until he renounced his faith, the jury decided.
What the fuck?
Felix, a 34-year-old Iraq veteran, also ordered to forfeit pay, demoted to private, and given a dishonorable discharge. Felix was a central figure in what was found to be a group of abusive drill instructors at Paris Island. After the March 2016 suicide of one of the Muslims, a hazing investigation led to charges against Felix, 5 other drill instructors, and even the training battalion's commanding officer. 11 others faced lesser discipline. The charges against Felix included commanding recruits to choke each other, ordering them to drink chocolate milk. I guess they have chocolate allergies?
What? How is that torture?
Chocolate milk is haram?
That's against yeah.
Interesting.
Haram.
Huh?
I forget the reason why, but it's haram.
Because chocolate contains caffeine, and caffeine is a stimulant, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds asinine. But okay.
Hey, who can see chat right now?
Yeah, you're in there. It's up.
Okay, can you read Cryptics 3 and Sharon's one that's in between Cryptics, please? Because they're perfect for this article.
Well, okay. Cryptic says, fucking pussies, I got my ass beat. And then Bergdahl was in the army as opposed to Marines, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Sharon Monaco says, fucking muzzies deserve what they get. Not all. And then Cryptic says, okay, not that far. Yeah. You know.
Draw the line at chocolate milk. Got it.
Exactly.
Chocolate milk's the line. No, like, I mean, yeah, no, some of that, like, I understand that your drill sergeant is supposed to be basically trying to break you down into nothing to rebuild you into something better.
Right.
But some of that shit really does seem like it's crossing a fucking line, you know, like, that's...
I don't know, making them climb into the dryer is pure gold.
That's how little kids get
I wish
killed,
I had
right?
Michael on, man. He's got a whole bunch of crazy stories from boot camp. There was this one time when he was doing some of the basic training and shit, and it was when they had to train with tear gas. And long story short, him and the guys had to sing the Star Spangled Banner where they were pouring tear gas, and one of the fucking guys decides to go ask the drill sergeant, you know, why wouldn't he join in? Because he had his gas mask on and that, and he's, you know, drilling them and stuff. And he's like, you know, drill sergeant, if you're such a badass, you know, why don't you join us without your gas mask on? And he's like, challenge accepted, motherfucker. Rips his gas mask off. Starts doing push-ups while singing the Star Spangled Banner. While there's tear gas pouring in. And then after that, the fucking...
That's fucking awesome.
Sorry, Burnside, I lost you.
Asshole.
Burnside, we lost half that story.
That's all right, but that's legitimate training, right? That has a purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be able to continue to act. You have to be able to continue to shout orders or relay orders while you're being fucking tear gassed. That all makes this kind of sense. But fucking choking a guy and putting him in a dryer, that doesn't... And drink this chocolate milk. None of that's going to happen in combat.
And,
I agree, but
That's
No,
like
the
someone
dryer
trying to
was
have
pure
some type
gold.
of deranged...
You got to be prepared for any scenario.
Can you read Sharon's and Cryptic's 2 new comments, please?
You can't coexist with people that want to kill you. That's something with which I agree. I got my ass beat, but nothing they did was that bad as these drill instructors. They got people killed. I got used to CS gas. Pepper spray means nothing.
Yeah.
You know, my brother used to tell me horror stories about when he was in the Corps. And when he was down, I think, in Paris Island, what is that? That's Camp Lejeune, right? Probably biffed me in the head from not knowing that off the top of my head. But when he was down there, like, he was, how do I best put it? My brother's always been a shitbird. Even though he made it into recon because it was a great shot and he got past all the physical, he was always a shitheel. he was really good at pissing off the DIs. And him and a couple of the other guys, they made them go outside one day, and
We lost
3
it.
years ago.
Uh-oh.
But they made him dig a pit. And so they dug a pit about 8 foot deep. You know, I'd say there was maybe about a half a dozen of them altogether. And then the DI called him at attention. Standing at attention for about a good 3-4 hours. And so they're standing there, and it's, you know, it's the Carolinas, so it's hot. And he's telling me, he's like, you can't move because you're at attention. He said, you're sweating. He's like, and you're itchy. And then he said, you know, it gets to be about, 10 o'clock in the morning, and all the sand fleas start coming out, and they're all over you and biting you. I think that's part of the reason my brother turned out to be such a psychopath. Because, they used to do shit like that to you back then in the Corps. But again, you get into a scenario where you got to stand there, or you could, the enemy troops will hear you, and you got shit crawling through your clothes. You got something crawling through your hair. You got to be trained not to move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
That's one of the things I always say. They should put fences up. They should put fences up around the training facilities so that the liberals can't see in, so they won't bitch. Because that's the thing. Seriously. They see the training that goes on. They get horrified. Oh, they're torturing these poor young men. No, they're training them so they won't get caught and get tortured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
That's what it is.
Cryptic said a message, comment straight for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a... I'm not knocking that. It's called tough love. Like when I wanted to play with fireworks when I was a boy, my father didn't get...
dig a trench because he mouthed off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you do. But, boy, I wanted to play with fireworks. My father didn't give me a lecture. He introduced me to his friend Roy. Roy had no hands because they got blown off.
Jesus.
I didn't want to play with fireworks no more. Yeah.
I bet. I can just imagine.
No, and I mean, like, what Cryptic and what Scoob, what you're talking about, like, oh, it's torture. You know what? If these guys don't want to be Marines, they can up and leave. True.
Exactly.
Right? You can wash the fuck out. Like,
that's kind of what my drill sergeant, when I was in ROTC for Marines, he kept trying to get me to wash out. He's like, if you can't take the heat, you could just wash out. You could always tap out. Come on, tap out. I want you to tap out.
They only want the best. They don't want the people that can't hack it, right?
True.
And they push, and I hate to say it, and I
don't
know
take
this is
any
going to
damn
sound
pussies, man. They take
and I know
people
this is
who
going to
got
sound
balls.
sexist, but they try and wash females out. They really do. And that's because of how the female body structure is, and most of the times females are also more emotional. They kind of can't have that.
You got to be able to keep that in check, right? Like, that's everybody. But yeah, they're going to push you harder because it's going to be harder for you, right? You're generally, women are physically smaller. Generally, they're going to get picked on because they're physically smaller. And yeah, you've got to be among the toughest people in the fucking country to be in the Army. And if you're, I don't know how tall you are. I'm going to guess 5'4".
I wish. Exactly 5 foot.
There you go, right? If you're a 5 foot human being about to engage with a 6 foot human being, you're at a serious disadvantage. You had better be tough as fucking nails. And they make you that. They'll do it. As long as you don't give up, right?
Yep. And honestly, if it wasn't for a fact I sleepwalk, I would actually have made it into boot camp. My drill sergeant actually was pissed off that he had to exit me out because of that. He said I was one of the best females he's seen in a long time.
It's funny. My ex actually, she just one day she up and told me she left me and went into the Marines.
I kind of want to say good for her.
No, it was good for her. It was good for me too. We wouldn't have been compatible.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, good for both of you.
That
all right.
was that was one of those things. I wasn't really too broken up about it because I'll be honest, I went after her more for her looks than anything else. She was a sweet girl and I liked her. But she was a real weirdo. Like real weird. Like when she told me that she was gonna go and join the Marines, that's the last thing I would have expected this girl to ever say. Like, you know, she could have turned around and said to me, "I'm gonna go on tour with Fish." That I would have expected to hear. You know, I got a job working with Jim Henson down in Disney World. That I would have expected to hear. Not, I signed up for the Marine Corps. I'm shipping off to Okinawa.
Well, how'd she do though? She
Great.
a Marine?
She was an MP.
Good for
I
her.
think she's still in. She might. I don't know if she retired yet. I think she's either a major. She might have made it to lieutenant colonel at this point.
Nice.
Holy crap!
I seen her a few years ago when she rotated back to the world. Now this is the thing. I'm not really into blondes, but this girl looks exactly like Barbie, and she was a bartender also on the side. I didn't realize it, so I went up to the bar to play darts. Everyone's talking about this new bartender. I'm like, all right. I walk in, it's my ex-girlfriend, and I'm like, oh fuck. And it sucked because, you know, the minute they found it was my ex-girlfriend, you know, everyone started scowling at me, and everyone cashed in all their rounds that I owed them, so I wound up having to shell out something like about $250 that night.
Oh my god.
You know, because I had to buy for like 18 people.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. But she's, I think she's still in. She was married. When she came back on leave, I think she was divorced and she was looking again. But I've been with her at this point now for 15 years. So I told her, sorry. Thank you, but no thank you. And somebody else again, so good for her. But yeah, she's a female Marine.
So, Six, what happened?
To what?
You dropped out and came back.
Yeah, I noticed this in my... I thought I sounded a little funny.
Oh, no, that's Burns' phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because literally, I screwed up with my last bill payment for the phone, so they cut my fucking data off at a couple gigs. So, yeah. Until I repay the bill, I'm going to have to basically bounce from the front to the back to the front whenever I'm at work. So I can go nab the PD Wi-Fi that's free.
Glorious democratic socialist city of Chicago doesn't have universal internet for all?
Yeah, they'd rather get money off you by using the divvy bikes and all that stupid shit. You know?
Comrade.
You better give your pal Bernie a call and have him come down there with the internet lines. And
Oh no, they tried. They just realized they'd have to stop stealing for a couple of weeks so they can afford it.
Yeah, and they decided the stealing was more lucrative of an option instead of Bernie's shitty socialist internet.
Now they decided to quadruple our water bills and not give us the Wi-Fi anyways.
Oh, it's water for you, it's electric for us.
Yeah.
So, you know, I seen Shapiro the other day, and he was saying how the Democrats are going to put him up for the 2020.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
is he going to be old enough to run? Isn't he like 12?
That's funny.
Fuck, that guy is so fucking accomplished, and he is younger than me. Like, oh my god, he married a fucking doctor. Like, what a smart Jew.
So, Super, I have a question for you.
All right.
This came up throughout talking through chat. I have a friend that says that every Marine has a plan to kill you, a plan to get out of a situation, and are crazy and tough. Do you think I fit in that category? Am I that crazy?
You're not super crazy. No.
Okay. There's your answer, Sharon.
You're definitely crazy. You're friends with the rest of us.
Yeah, true.
There's somebody in chat going against what you just said, Sweeper. Normie says, yes, I am that crazy.
I didn't say you weren't crazy. I said you weren't that crazy.
Yeah, but he's saying I am that crazy.
Well, okay. Let's instead of asking someone else their opinion of you, let's ask you. When you meet new people, is the first thing you do size them up?
I'll admit I do size them up. I'll look at them. I'll look at them and look how their position is and figure out how should I go or approach this.
Okay, and the first time you walk into a bar you've never been, you note all the exits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you're a crazy fucking Marine. That's like that. That's what it is. Is the training always kicks in, right? You note your exits. You check everyone that you don't know who's approaching you, their body language, all that little shit. And for some people, it's worse. For other people, it's subtle, but it's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
my Wi-Fi. I did want to tell two interesting tidbits because I think my last story got cut off by the fucking shitty signal, and I do have an announcement for tomorrow, and hopefully it's Saturday. I'll make it quick though.
And louder, please.
All right. I'll try and be louder. Okay. So the story I had that got cut off in the middle again because of the shitty fucking Wi-Fi was my roommate Nightcrow when he was in the fucking military when he was doing training. They went to the whole tear gas fucking chamber thing, and they had to sing the Star Spangled Banner and all that good shit while tear gas was being dumped in. And their drill sergeant had a gas mask and was on and was drilling them. One of the fucking recruits, told the drill sergeant, well, if you're such a badass drill sergeant, why do you have your gas mask on? Can't you do without it? And he looks at this guy and he goes, challenge accepted, rips his gas mask off, throws it across the room, and not only sings the fucking Star Spangled Banner and everything, but he does it as he's doing push-ups. Yeah, just how fucking hardcore this motherfucker is. It's just like, holy fucking shit.
Wait a minute, I just realized something. I don't want to hear how long this took me, but how crazy do you think I am, Sweeper?
Well, you hang out with us, so.
Because if I remember right, your exact quote is, I didn't say she was crazy, but...
But the whole rest of us concur and say you are crazy.
I am not proud on how long it took me to realize you said that.
Oh, well.
That's funny.
Nice. The other story I have is tomorrow, and if everything goes right, hopefully every Saturday, as long as these Antifa are going to be doing it. I ran into a couple of guys called Anti-Antifa Chicago, and tomorrow we're going to be screwing around counter-protesting the commies downtown. And Ajax and Sharon are going to join us, and we're going to see how this goes. If everything goes well and these morons want to keep, wasting our time screwing with our tax dollars and that, we're going to keep doing it every Saturday to screw with them.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So look forward to that being live streamed. And one thing I will eventually do, however long it's going to take me, is after I get the collab done, I got to get done.
Yeah, where is that?
Well, whenever I can get some sleep, I need to bug you and get the basics of it together so I can actually sit there on the green screen and film this thing. And hopefully
you should have the link to the video.
I'd have to go redig that up.
I have to do all the work, don't I?
Yeah, because I keep losing shit or getting shit corrupted. It happens. I have bad luck. You know how many of my things have broken?
Well, at least you didn't go, you're the female route.
Nah, I'm being realistic. I'm unlucky. But yeah, we're going to see how that goes. And we're taking the Hell March back. I found a badass version of it, so I'm going to MAGA the shit out of that.
Nice.
Oh, yes. And that's it. I'll let you guys know how that goes. It's going to be super fun tomorrow.
I could just imagine, man.
Oh, yeah. The salty tears of the communists. I will fill my cup eternally with them and use it to water my dank-ass memes.
So 6 dropped out. Scooby's
Yeah.
muted. No one's
Yeah.
reading news.
I don't wanna. You can't make me. No, you can't make me. I could pick on all you guys again, but I'm not reading. No.
So how about some bullshit from Canada? Anybody mind?
Yeah, sure, go for
Nobody
it,
cares
man.
about Canada.
Oh,
Look, you can mute me for a lot of things, but you can't mute me because fucking Canada. That's not okay. All right, that's crossing the line.
Oh, there's a line now for us.
That is the line.
I thought Canadians are supposed to be all so apologetic for things that wasn't there and all polite. And
Clearly,
You're not
you've never been to
Canadian.
Canada. I'm sorry, I'm about to kick your ass.
Bring it, boy.
Don't you have to say sorry with each punch?
Yes. Yeah. Like they teach you to exhale when you're throwing your punches, right? But it's like sorry.
oh, that's funny.
So yeah, Canada, weed is legal now, right? Well, not quite yet, but it's getting there.
Pseudo legal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we shoot the SJWs, you, and the world will be a better place down here.
I think they met their quota.
Now, in their infinite wisdom, the liberals have decided to tax the shit out of marijuana while running a government monopoly to sell it.
So the illegal pot trade is going to explode.
Well, it never died, right?
Right.
You know, we've had a number in Toronto, at least. This is with what I'm familiar. A number of, let's call them dispensaries, open up because the legal gray area where we know that the legislation is coming, whatever. So that's the black market to which they refer when they say it's going to destroy the black market, because they're going to shut down all of their open market competition and open their, like we have in Ontario, it's called an LCBO, Liquor Control Board of Ontario, and that's where you go to buy alcohol. So they're going to have the same kind of thing for marijuana. And now we're told they're also going to tax the crap out of it. And not only for recreational use, they're going to tax the shit out of it for medicinal use, the exact same rate as recreational.
What the flying fuck is with those commie-ass Canucks that are trying to fucking get that together?
Well,
That's
you've heard the
right.
term tax and spend
Okay,
liberals,
Chad,
right?
okay, Chad. You're going to play this game. 1 for me to read it, 2 for me not. And I swear to God, if there's more ones, I am going to be angry and I will read the next article with every other word with fuck.
Do it. Do it anyway.
Okay, you guys can continue. Mermaid's the only one voting 1. Okay, Greater Ajax with 3. Christic with 69.
Nice.
Now, I need to do some more research on this before I can actually make it like a dedicated video for it. But yeah, it's gonna drive the medicinal users back underground and buy from, like, as far as I know, despite all the dispensaries exploding, most of my people still buy their weed from their local dealer, their friendly neighborhood dealer. And like they're saying they're gonna knock out the black market, and they're not. They're gonna close a whole bunch of fucking open dispensaries in downtown Toronto. But it's not gonna do anything to stop the black market trade. It's not even gonna do anything to stop the people trading out of their dispensaries, because guess what? They're just gonna start selling underground again.
Chat's escalating now.
They
I can just
really want you to
imagine.
read stuff, right?
No, you guys.
3.5.
You have
Three.
Greater Ajax
Pi.
with a 3.4, now up pi.
Okay, no.
6, 1942, 6, 1776. Greater Ajax, 1492.
I gotta say,
1492.
if chat is a game, Ajax is winning. Just saying.
No.
Everyone watching, you're lagging. This guy's just helping y'all. 436. Scooby just took the lead.
Oh.
Oh, this escalated. Bingo.
Oh, good God.
So instead of protecting market share on your marijuana sale,
This stupid fucking phone doesn't want to connect because it's got the internet bullshit. I'm only hearing every other fucking word with the sound
So
of
all
Bernie
you're
Sanders
hearing
screaming.
inside is talk?
oh, Ajax. Eek's real close. Eek's real close with that one. 1984 Cryptic, you're doing well. 0076, come on. No, you're still like fourth. You're just
I don't think I'm reading an article. Hi, 6.
Oh, 6 is back.
Oh, wait, can I quickly finish? I swear to God I'm on the tail end of it. So now, instead of using the Colorado model, which is working very well for Colorado, I know
No,
it's a
it's
very...
not.
Really?
No, it really isn't.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I am not. Maybe Washington State. Actually, we wish we did what Washington State is. But unfortunately, it is not working here at all.
How so?
Crime has gone up tremendously.
What?
Homelessness has gone up tremendously. There is a reason I want a fucking blizzard. I want these fucking Californians to go back to their fucking state and get out of mine. Seriously, homelessness is skyrocketing to the point that you literally cannot go into any city, even in the rural areas, without dealing with homeless.
Wait, but is it because people from California are coming here and living on your street?
It's because people came here for weed. Literally, if you ask any of these homeless people, you ask them why you're here, they're like, oh, because weed's legal.
Okay, hold on. So you're talking about basically an outside invading force.
You want to go that way? The cops do not know how to regulate it, so we cannot use search dogs here in the States. I'm not kidding you, because a search dog cannot tell you if that's weed or crack or meth. We can't use search dogs anymore.
But they can hump your leg.
Okay. Socially, I will. What's the word I'm looking for? Fine. Shit got fucked up on the social end. The business model is sound.
Yes, I'll agree. The business model is
good. That's part of the reason for the homeless people, though. Whenever there's an economic boom, and it's isolated.
It's not just that. It's the fact the nation focused on Colorado. At the same time, Colorado legalized it. So did Washington State. And we literally have almost the exact same model. The only difference is Washington State also has it the way the police can regulate it and search for it and all that, where we didn't.
Still, a government monopoly is not the answer.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'll agree there.
All right.
So instead of saying what Colorado is, just say what the United States does, because it's not just Colorado that has it legal now.
Yes, no, I know, but
Colorado we should have waited. We literally should have waited until more states.
Someone's got to pioneer it, right? And that's
Washington State legalized at the exact same time.
Yeah. So both of those states pioneering here, and they're doing, and again, your large homeless problem seems to be out of state people, right?
Very much so.
Okay, so
Blizzard.
Yeah, okay. But it's not Colorado that's the problem. It's out of state. Yeah, okay. Let's focus on that for a second. So obviously, yes, there's always flaws, but that's not the point. the business model is sound.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
And where we've gone wrong here is that the black market never stopped existing in Canada, in my province in particular.
No, we still have a black market here in Colorado. We still have the drug dealers in the alley and all that shit.
Drug deals, but for weed?
Yeah, for weed.
Burns, what are you saying there?
I was saying you should see the black market in Chicago. You can get some dangerous shit.
So I can just imagine.
And not only that, we now have a THC oil problem where we have now labs of people trying to abstract this oil out.
Oh yeah, THC oil is awesome.
Yeah, it sucks. The lab that was 3-4 blocks away from me got closed down. Now I got to go across town to get my oil.
Ah.
Ew. Ew. 6.
You know,
Ew.
What?
You know what works pretty well for that problem?
Don't tell me you've never thought of that.
Chicken pot pie crust that uses Cheetos instead of flowers. Ew. Cheetos are disgusting.
Come on.
Ew.
Tell me you've never fantasized about that.
Cheetos are ew, icky, blech.
A bright orange chicken pot pie with the crust made out of Cheetos instead of flour. Come on, everybody's fantasized about that.
No.
Like a
The secret
No.
ingredient to the best dishes.
No. Ew.
You know what, Six?
Well, it's cornmeal anyway, so
I'm thinking just crush up a whole bunch of Cheetos, like mortar and pestle style, and for good measure, add a little flour, because flour's got some magic to it. It helps bind shit together.
Ew.
But yeah, like do half the, like if it asks for 2 cups of flour, do 1 cup flour, 1 cup crushed Cheetos.
There we go.
And I think you'll get the results you're looking for.
Ew.
Huh.
Would you prefer Doritos?
You
Oh
can put,
god, icky. I like fire Cheetos, but ew.
you
I'm
know,
not
like
a fan of Popeyes.
you know, like you put cornflakes into the fucking meatloaf. You put
Ew.
Doritos into the pie crust like that.
Ugh.
Or I could do
Just a
part
little.
Cheetos, part Doritos,
Yeah,
part
yeah,
flour.
yeah. But it's gonna be like 7 parts Cheetos to 1 part Doritos, and
Because
then
Doritos are really kind of heavy, so you
Yeah,
want something a little lighter. Yeah.
it's gonna
There
be
we
hard
go.
to crush them to dust. Right?
Cryptic's phone is censoring him.
I know. I see that. I want that on a shirt now. Justin Trudeau is ducking up Canada.
That is like the most Canadian shirt, and some dude from fucking Queens invented it.
I'm quacking up here.
Nice.
This, I'm just out of my flocking mind.
Holy fuck, Six, you are quick, buddy. Christ.
I'm tempted to take that and
It
put
puts
it
me in
as
a
a
foul
shirt.
mood.
I'm really tempted to take Cryptic's quote and put it on a shirt, but I want Cryptic to tell me I can.
I tell you, these bird brains in Canada are birds of a feather.
Cryptic's not happy about any of this.
I love you, Cryptic. You keep my channel alive, please. Please don't hate.
Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi.
You're gonna pull through, buddy. You're gonna pull through.
Fuck, dude.
Yay! I am taking it.
Sucks when the internet's like a game of duck, duck, goose.
I am so taking that one too. Your quotes are now mine.
Nice.
I'll also make a shirt that
But,
says "Shut up, Ivy." Wow, I can't speak today. Fuck me. None of that.
I saw a great Canada meme. It said something like, "One day Canada will rule the world, and then you'll all be sorry."
Oh,
So you'll no longer be lacrosse.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
That's actually our national sport. People think it's hockey. It's
Yep.
not. It's lacrosse. Yeah.
I would laugh hysterically and then die if Canada were to conquer or somehow take reign over the U.S. and Mexico and the rest of South America.
No, that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is the civil war in your country will actually destroy your economy, and we'll just sort of annex Minnesota. Right? Like, they'll have no choice, right? Oh, and the Dakotas. Both Dakotas and Minnesota. Those will be it's not even conquest.
I'm going to be doing for Irving.
We'll just give you Florida for free.
yeah.
Well,
I'm going to just put that right there.
Minnesota makes sense because you guys will get your Somalian quota right then and there. As far as the Dakotas, nobody really goes there anyways.
Yeah. No, so you won't miss them, right?
Unless you're a cow.
Mm.
So what do you think,
If,
Irving? You
you
think
guys
that's a good
want to
show?
crack a deal for Illinois, man, I mean, hey, we got that coal, you know? It's a good resource, and we got good old Rakistan over here. You know, by the time the Civil War boils over, there'll be so many dead bodies. All you'll have to do is clean up, you know?
Yeah.
You won't have to worry about anyone shooting back because they'll all be dead.
Speaking about dead bodies, we need some numbers, man.
All right. Here, let me go for my round so I can go in the back
Ew!
and get better connection. So I can
You're
get you guys
gross.
numbers.
What?
The next 6 minutes, use garlic and cheese, mashed potatoes, mix instead of flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds fucking delicious. That's
Hell
way
yeah.
better than Cheetos.
That's nice.
That's fucking
Yeah.
bit of hat. That's yeah.
Garlic? Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking what do you call it?
Each to their own.
Pierogies.
Each
That's
to their own.
that's a pierogi pie crust.
Ooh, yes.
Or maybe the sour cream and onion Pringles.
You
I
just want
wanna
to
go
use fucking
vomit
snack
now.
foods for real food.
Yeah.
Where's my candy corn? I want something that tastes good.
Ugh.
Candy corn.
Somebody mute this woman. I don't have that power. I tried.
How about this for a snack food thing? I want to try to
Really?
boil down.
Really?
Burnside, I can't hear you.
You don't have to mute him.
I can't breathe now.
You just gonna sit there?
Apparently.
Yeah, I actually broke out the cheese doodles. I'm just watching this.
Somebody remove her power.
I know.
Ruby, this is your stream.
He's enjoying this.
And you, Sil, get a paper bag and breathe in it. Christ, I can hear you hyperventilating from here.
Oh, shit.
Well, Sweeper should be happy that I'm laughing.
Yeah, indeed.
How much candy corn have you had tonight?
Not enough.
All right, can everyone hear me now?
I think you're about a handful away from hallucinating.
Burnside, my God, you are so quiet.
Yeah, you really are.
So I'm trying, man. I like I said, I got to keep diving back into here so I can go steal the fucking PD's Wi-Fi.
So why does Cryptic need a drink? I'm not muting Cryptic, so why does Cryptic need a drink?
You can't mute
All
the
right,
fucking chat.
I can mute Cryptic. Do you want him?
That's Plain's job. He's the guy that we.
Has Irving even spoken in chat? Yes, he has.
But I got updated numbers for you guys if you guys are ready.
We're ready. Give us Okay, chat. It is now time to light our candles for our patron saint of nutshots. Peace and testicles be upon him. May the testicles roll downhill. And may
See, I muted
our
Normie.
May our offerings to our patron saint please him and bestow us with nutshots. Take it away.
All right, so starting off with the one most desired thing, we have one additional nut shot. We've got 53 total nut shots.
There we have it, gang. 53. That's like the number on the side of Herbie.
That's a new record.
Herbie the nutshot bug.
See, I muted Normie. See, I can mute people in chat too.
And we've got 26 shots to oneself. So, those hoods are getting really better with their fucking accuracy. 26 so far have shot themselves.
Wow.
And then even funnier, we've got 163 ass shots.
163 ass shots.
63 ass shots.
Is 163 a prime number? Somebody.
No, it's absolutely not.
It's not a prime
No,
number.
it's not.
Wait, 53 or 63?
53.
163.
163?
163.
163?
Yep.
Fuck, it might be.
I don't think it is.
No, probably not.
And as of today,
it is.
We've got a total of
It's a prime number.
604 homicides. We have officially broke the fucking record. We are the #1 murder capital of the fucking country.
Way to be. Good job.
Nice.
All praise be to gun control laws and our patron saint. Many a testicle have rolled downhill. Wrong Manuel. Peace and testicles be upon him.
Indeed.
Can I get a dead bodies everywhere?
No.
Dead bodies everywhere.
And now I have a song in my head.
And before I go ahead,
it's nice to see the torch pass again. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, it used to be here, and then LA was the worst place. Now it's Chicago. Nice.
Shit.
Cryptic's very lazy. Apparently 2 blocks is too far.
If you live on the south side of Chicago, it sure as shit is.
He lives in Colorado, not Illinois.
All right. So on the south side of Chicago, you come back with no nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Many a candle hath been lit.
And many more shall roll.
Yeah.
Let's see if our
Irving, you spelled marine wrong.
Yeah, I spelled marine wrong because I'm drunk and I got a candle on my fucking laptop because I'm trying to fucking play the game here. Right? Oh, fuck.
Said, dead bodies for you, dead bodies for you, dead bodies for everybody. I love you, Chris. Oh.
I didn't like that she used to do that shit, you know? I don't know. I just thought
get an iPad. It's an iPad.
I thought she was like the Pied Piper.
Normie just messaged me on Facebook and called me a brat.
Tell him to keep it in the chat where we can all see, little bitch.
Exactly.
Because probably I'll side with him.
I think he's still timed out.
I gotta ask him, man, where did you buy this candy corn? Yes, I'm suspecting it's been laced with something.
Exactly.
Kroger.
Yeah, Kroger. They're a shifty bunch.
I'm on middle sleep. You missed your noses.
So you have much better candy corn than I do.
Apparently, man.
Candy corn was better.
Because my candy corn has not given me a quarter of the giggles that they've given you.
No, muting a certain Canadian.
Am I? I gotta check my bag again. Am I eating diet candy corn? This may be mislabeled. That's why they call it the Mile High City.
Maybe I should take my candy
Can we
corn
find out
with
that in Colorado fucking candy corn is slang for meth?
Yeah, basically.
And now I don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
my
mute
candy
me,
corn.
mute me,
Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you. You ruined my candy corn. You jerk. you jerk. You know what? I'm gonna just for that.
Oh no! Here she goes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nobody can hear you, you asshole. You ruined my candy corn. How dare you?
I better not start talking about Cheetos again, or she'll mute me.
No, brother.
I almost mute 6 when I'm trying to mute someone else. I love the fact that these two have their camera on. I can see their faces. That's actually what's got me doing this. I'm amused.
One of the feeling within about 5 minutes it's just going to be Scooby that's talking. Everybody else is going to be muting each other.
Oh man!
He can't mute me. He tried.
Scoop, there's got to be a way you can give me that power.
Exactly.
Google gives it to you. You click the picture in the bottom, and there's a little arrow thing, and you click it, you get the profile, ignore, and mute.
You mean like this?
How about them apples?
Yeah, how about them?
You know what, Francis?
Oh.
I did not do anything to Burnside, for the record.
Yeah, but you can't keep me muted. That's the problem.
Yeah, but apparently I keep this one muted.
Poor Sweeper.
Damn it.
See, I can keep him muted.
That's the look of exasperation there.
Can't win over here.
Oh crap, I need to be nice to him. He's going to be talking to Rachel after this. Fuck.
And Crippy says, shit, I live in the same state. Where the hell is she getting her pot?
I imagine Scooby he's undertaken a drinking game.
I bet.
Every time that Sylvanas mutes somebody, takes another shot.
He's going to need a wellness check in about 10 minutes, man.
I wish I could start taking a fucking drinking game, man. I'm stuck here at work, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooby says no clue. She needs to send me a bag. Then Sharon says, I want what she's having.
Let's make sure it's not 72 hours before we go check on Scoob.
Exactly.
I love you, Scooby.
You're the best.
Oh
Oh man.
I I don't. It's candy corn. Ew, Normie. I can mute you again.
Wow.
I have to start calling it dandy corn.
Yeah, basically. Jesus.
Oh, you guys love me.
What brand is that candy corn? I'm gonna go buy it in the leftover bags.
Man, I'm about to get me some. Jesus.
Seriously.
I am way too sober for this shit.
Yeah.
That candy corn in a blender and turn it into a drink and just slam it. Probably start trailing.
Where did Irving go? Irving disappeared.
I think he quit. I think he just up and
You know what?
I think the candle flew into his lap.
Let's see how long it takes him.
quit. This was dope.
He's Canadian. That's just what they do.
Exactly.
They disappear for stretches at the time. No, they call it walkabout or vision quest or something. I don't know.
You know, I just remembered. You never got to finish. What the hell happened in Germany with the radiation?
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that. Let me find that. I guess the radiation went to Sylvanas' house because
I know.
she's practically glowing in the dark there.
You're not. It's dark enough to see. I'm not glowing in the dark. Here, I'll glow. Now I glow. Is that better?
Nice.
Let's see. European authorities are providing new details about a cloud of mysterious radioactive material that appeared over the continent last month. And this story takes on a completely different and new context with everybody giggling.
Oh, I bet. I can just imagine, man.
Cryptic
Monitor.
says that Rachel needs to come up here
I'm
and tell
telling
me
you,
now.
this radiation cloud came from Merkel's ass and fucking Macron's queef. Because Lord knows he does not have any testicles.
Normie's a
Agreed.
buzzkill.
Well,
Monitors in Italy were among the first to detect the radioactive isotope ruthenium-106 on October 3rd, according to a fresh report by France's Radio Protection and Nuclear Safety Institute, known as the IRSN. In total, 28 European countries saw the radioactive cloud, the report says. Let's see, they saw it. I think they detected it. The multinational Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Organization, which runs a network designed to monitor for nuclear weapon tests, also confirmed to NPR that it had detected the cloud. Based on the detection from the monitoring stations, the meteorological data, the mysterious cloud, which has since dissipated, has been traced to somewhere along the Russia-Kazakhstan border. According to Jean-Christophe Gariel, director for the health of the IRSN. It's somewhere in South Russia, he says, likely between the Volga River and the Ural Mountains. Authorities say the amount of material seen in Europe was small. It's a very low level of radioactivity, and it poses no problems for health and environment in Europe, Gariel says. But modeling suggests that any people within a few kilometers of the release, wherever it occurred, funny phrasing there, would have need to seek shelter to protect themselves from possible radiation exposure. If it would have happened in France, we would have taken measures to protect the population in a radius of a few kilometers, Gariel said. French authorities, he adds, will conduct random checks of foodstuffs from the region to check for possible contamination of agricultural products. Ruthenium-106 is a radioactive isotope that is not found in nature. It's an unusual isotope, says Anders Rigbaum, the research director of the Swedish Defense Research Agency, which runs radioactive monitoring for that nation. I don't think we have seen it since the Chernobyl accident. The IRSN analysis suggests that the ruthenium did not come from a nuclear accident. Instead, it came most likely from either the chemical reprocessing of old nuclear nuclear fuel or the production of isotopes used in medicine. Based on the size of the release, Gariel says whatever happened had to have been accidental. It's not an authorized release. We are sure about that, he says. A handful of Russian nuclear facilities are located roughly in the region where the ruthenium originated, including a large nuclear processing plant known as the Mayak Production Association. During the Cold War, the Mayak plant turned used nuclear fuel into material for nuclear weapons. The plant has been the site for numerous past accidents, including a 1957 explosion that rivaled the nuclear meltdowns of Fukushima and Chernobyl. Guriel says while Mayak is a possible source of the cloud, there simply aren't enough data to conclusively link it to the release of radioactive material. He also says he has spoken to Russian safety officials over the past few days, and that while they do not dispute his analysis, they are unaware of any incidents in the region in the past few months. And I can only guess what you guys have been typing since I've been talking. Have to look at chat.
I know where you're at, so.
Oh dear Lord, dare I ask?
Yeah, no, I'm a little scared.
They're talking about Oldsmobiles. Speaking of Oldsmobiles, I picked this up on Halloween. Well, a couple of days before Halloween, anyway. It's pretty sweet. My spooky Olds 442.
Ooh.
With the big ass wheels on it.
Nice.
Foil reflective skull wheels. Check that out.
Nice.
No.
It's the spooky edition.
Ooh.
It's like they also had a 71 Plymouth Satellite, something called a Great Gatspeed, the Scorcher, 49 Ford F1, Muscle Tone, T-O-N-E, something called Exotic, and the Radical Racer. So there's only 3 cars that are actual cars and not just some sort of fantasy dealie. Anyhow, that's it. So I collect these things. Hot Wheels 442s. These are kind of my favorite car.
Nice.
Zoom. That's one of my. That's probably the geekiest thing about me is that I collect Hot Wheels cars.
Do you remember when I actually had that Hot Wheels game out for the PlayStation? That was fucking fun.
I missed
Normie,
it.
to let you know, the only reason I have not muted Burnside is I'm scared if I mute him that his phone will break.
Thou shalt not break Burnside's phone.
Yeah,
That is
We already broke this piece of shit once somehow.
that is the 14th commandment.
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh, I'm leaving Normie book.
So when did Irving get back? I think he was gone when I was reading the article.
Yeah, okay.
Shortly after I left and said he still hasn't noticed.
No, it was something about marijuana, and I went to go get my buddy's homegrown, and you know how they say only losers use drugs? Turns out only users lose drugs. I can't find my buddy's homegrown.
Well, that's a hell of a
I have a bag of it somewhere. I can't fucking find it.
That's some paradoxical shit. How the hell did you lose that, dude? I always keep track of my shit whenever I have it, man.
No.
He was so stoned he had no memory.
And it's so good. Like, it's Canadian fucking homegrown marijuana. We put a lot of work into that shit. I've been training this guy for like 4 seasons now.
Well, you know, they use that stuff to fuel time machines. You know that? So I imagine it kind of slipped through the space-time continuum.
No. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it one day. But all I have is fucking dirt black market. What? Huh?
The day you move, that's when you'll find it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll find it 5 years from now when a time-space portal ruptures and a little baggie drops out onto my desk and
I did not smoke it. I did not. I hardly ever smoke anymore. That's why I still have this guy. Okay, look, I've been training this guy. This guy grows 4 plants a season, and the past 2 seasons, he's gotten 55 and 60 ounces off of 4 plants. He gives me an ounce off of every plant.
Well, I'll say this.
In the past 2 seasons. I don't smoke that much. It's there. It's somewhere. It's hanging around, man.
It's somewhere. He'll find it the day he moves. Well, attempts to move. Because as soon as he finds that, he's not going to be moving anywhere.
I'll just stop moving.
Exactly.
He's not going to be going anywhere.
No, I don't make brownies, Ajax. I don't. Like, yeah, no, I don't do, like, edibles are cool. I'll do them occasionally, but really I like the ritual of marijuana. I like taking my buds, weighing them, breaking them up, putting papes together, rolling my joint, and smoking it. It's very ritualistic for me. And that's what I enjoy more than getting high or even like smoking.
You're one of those methodic guys.
Yeah.
Well, baking is very methodic.
Sure.
Very precise,
well,
very methodic.
I suppose, but that's a different ritual. This, the rolling is my ritual. And like we treated rolling the way they treated fucking martial arts in the old kung fu movies, that you have like a lineage of martial arts training. We had rolling trainers. Like, I learned from Eggy, who learned from Spills, who learned from Val. And when I had learned and mastered my rolling abilities, I defeated my teacher, Eggy, and then I challenged Spills and defeated him, and I finally defeated Val.
So you rolled the joint in the rice paper without ripping it.
Okay, look,
grasshopper.
Val, I'll give him this. I'll give him this. Foot-long papers. He's the only other person I know that can roll a really good joint. That's a foot long. You've seen foot-long joints in pictures, and people have 2 hands on them, and they're. We have 2 fingers, like a cigarette, with a foot-long joint. Because that's how well he rolls, that's how well I roll. And he was the master, taught these other guys. I remastered and went all the way back up the lineage to fight that guy, and now we're on the same level. You know what I mean? Like that's how ridiculously we treated not smoking weed, rolling it. The ritual was everything.
They don't.
The skill was everything.
When it comes to challenging the master, they don't play Tekken. They play Reckon.
Yes. Yes.
Bitch, I love it. We need to fucking meme the shit out of that.
But these guys won't put their faces out there.
I love that.
You sir have spawned a very dank meme.
Nice.
Gracias. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do after hours. Everyone here is welcome. I know this stream ends at 1 o'clock. I have mine set up to start at 1:15. But whoever wants in, let me know so I can tell a buddy of mine who's going to be on.
I'll probably hop in.
I will attempt to hop on, but I'll probably still have the same connection because of my fucking communist ass fucking.
I would say I would jump on, and which would drag Sweeper with, but we kind of have a thing to do right afterwards that I'm utterly nervous about.
That's all right. I won't hold it against you. I have a lot of other things to hold against you.
Exactly.
You're the man, Irving.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll drop the link in the private chat, in the Hangouts chat. But yeah. So Scoob Burnside, you guys are on, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my connection will probably be shitty, but I'm still gonna fucking go for it, until
I'll join for a little while. I got to get up early, but
For sure.
I'll hang out for a bit. So go ahead and throw me one.
To let chat know, me and Sweeper's not going to start our thing until next week. Just too much happened this week for me. I just didn't want to deal with it. Not saying I don't want to deal with Sweeper, it's just I don't want to deal with it.
It's all your fault, Sweeper.
Of course, always is, man.
The first episode that me and Sweeper's doing with our late night talk is thanks to my friend Carlene. We're attacking BuzzFeed's relationships thing and how it has absolutely nothing to do with what real relationships are.
Give that dumpster fire hell, Sylvanas.
And there's a couple of quizzes that she wants me and him to take. Just to prove that this has nothing to do with what relationships have. I'm like, oh my god, it's BuzzFeed, but that's right up the alley me and Sweeper was looking for.
If anybody knows how to find the origin of BuzzFeed, look no further than the crack of Steve Shive's ass.
Exactly. Indeed, man. Indeed.
Oh, where's Jordan when you need him? I would love to have him having Steve Shives literally pooping out BuzzFeed. Oh.
It's gonna be hard to do with his wife's strap-on in the way, but I bet Jordan can do it.
This entire stream has devolved into strap-ons and
and me laughing like a
Strap-ons, man. What the fuck?
Hey, Lisa did it de-escalate like yesterday's.
Yeah.
Or not yesterday's, the day before yesterday's, Wednesdays. We started off on a low note, and we just went worse.
Yeah, I think that still holds the record for the fastest stream to devolve ever, at least for us.
How else do you explain during the act of intercourse, a guy gets shot in the back of the head? The back of the head.
Good night, Irish Rose. I don't, see, that stream started off on a low note before we even hit Chaos News.
My streams always do. It's always my night for some reason.
It started on a low note because of my tits. Seriously, it was my tits in U.S. Today.
Straight goods woman, your tits are a high note.
Let's see if I can find the stupid meme.
You look great on Scooby. Well, Scooby looks great with.
It wasn't Scoob. It was Sweeper, you dum-dum.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sweeper. But, yeah, put him on Scooby, too.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Oh, that would be funny as hell.
Just center his head so your boobs are the ears.
Oh, shit.
Boobs hang low. Do they wobble to and throw? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a cotton in the soap? So your boobs hang low.
I finished drinking my tea. I would have just spit it everywhere.
That's fucking awesome.
This is how we started off Ajax's stream. Literally, this was the first thing we did online.
The ultimate bipod.
And that the meme that we're talking about is this one. And the funny thing is,
Hell yes.
look at what I'm at. I am at top, and you got that one, and right there. That is the top of Chaos memes.
Nice.
I would fuck that frog.
One drunken night, and I can't live it down thanks to Jordan.
Of course.
Now that I've got some connection back here, since I've hopped to my other spot, somebody send me these things so that I can see them, since I'm sadly limited by my Bernie Sanders internet connection.
Okay, guys, visualize this. Okay, if she is if he's facing her, and she has the gun pointed at her own face, so she runs the risk of shooting herself in the face rather than capping this guy twice and double tapping this dude. I'm not crazy. This guy's back had to have been turned to her.
Yeah.
Which would suggest some freaky shit.
I think Irving's telling himself goodnight. Because he says night, babe, so he must be talking to himself. Or at least
I
his
am
right
that
hand.
narcissistic.
I know
Irving.
you fuckers.
Yes, Irving. You're so awesome. Thank you, Irving. You're welcome, Irving.
I swear I know you guys.
Bitch, I'm pretty. My mommy told me so.
Yeah, because your ugly mug is the face that only moms can love.
Whoa.
That's fucking
The
harsh.
only
I got
thing
a face
can
for
think
radio.
of-
I know, it says the ugliest person here.
Oh.
I was talking about me.
Man.
Thank you. I said the ugliest person here, meaning me.
Oh.
So
All right,
Don't
6. Check this out.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
riding him, right? She's riding him, and he leans over for something, and she takes out the pillow and something out from under like the pillow or something and shoots him. That's the only way I can think of that she got him in the back of the head during sex. Like he had to lean over like, to get something off the nightstand or something while she was on top.
Maybe.
Look, I've watched a lot of porn. Those strap-on
maybe
contraptions.
giving him a back rub.
No. Those strap-on contraptions are really elaborate, and she can holster a pistol right in the back. No problem. No problem.
She could keep a 380 like stuffed in the crack of her ass.
Yeah. If she bootylicious, yeah, for sure.
Thank you for that image. That won't go out of my head ever.
Just a big juicy booty with a fucking gun in it.
There's some black chick in my neighborhood that could probably smuggle a Glock 19, no problem.
Yep.
Google Nicki Minaj anaconda.
Nope, I'm good.
Yes.
Oh God, no, I'm good.
Oh Lord, too much ass, too much ass.
It's top
Too
of the hour,
much.
by the way.
That girl could jump out of a 3-story window and break her fall with her own ass.
Yeah.
She'd probably do more damage to the concrete.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, I think it does.
Oh man. Regretfully, I'm gonna have to go dive out of here real quick.
That's just what I was about to say. I have to get another hangouts ready, so I'll see you guys later.
All
See
right,
ya.
good night, guys.
All right. See you
Take
around,
it
guys.
easy.
She's
Nah.
gone. Oh no.
No,
Now
not to get
who's-
muted.
Who's gonna mute me now?
I know who's gonna mute me. We're not getting muted now, man. I feel left out.
Oh, oh no.
I muted myself.
Oh.
Well, tonight was fun.
Indeed, man.
Yeah, it was.
I agree.
That was a great
A lot
way to
of fun.
round out the week.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got Saturday tomorrow, don't we? So we're not quite done yet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, tomorrow night with Weibo.
we know.
Yeah,
I
So
don't
rounding
know
up.
Weibo. I don't know if I'll be around tomorrow for the stream, but say hi to Weibo.
Okay.
Let Weibo know who I am. That I exist at least.
All right.
Irving, he exists.
Yeah,
Exactly. Irving's alive. He's alive.
You
He's
know,
not the
actually,
Sasquatch. He exists.
One day I might join
I
if I
actually thought of an idea.
Yeah,
I just thought of an idea. I'll throw it past her when I see her tomorrow. You and her could go shot for shot because she likes to drink and stream also.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck. We'll prep for that. Because I'm getting myself fucking tanked. It's Friday night. Like I'm getting smoked here. Tomorrow,
Nice.
tomorrow I'll be in no shape. But like next week, if she's down, yeah, no, we'll do it.
Cool.
Man, I haven't drank in years. This time.
Good for you. Don't if you don't want to, man. Like fuck. I can see how it
I
gets.
am actually going to probably, I think Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving Eve, because I don't want to risk screwing up my stomach before Thanksgiving, but I think Thanksgiving night, I might try a Stella Artois with the
olive.
you were recommending. Yeah. Now, what, you hold it between your teeth, correct, when you drink?
No. You chew it up and swallow it, and while the flavor of the olive's still filling your mouth, sip your Stella. And
would I be able to use like olive oil then, or even just like olive, like the olive juice, let's say?
A good green olive.
Okay, that's what we were wondering, because we didn't know if it was black olives or green olives.
No, yeah, solid green, like especially because you're Sicilian, right? So your fucking green olives are fucking.
Yeah.
If green olives were spicy, Sicilian green olives are like the spiciest green olive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got that good flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's strong, man. Like it kicks you in the mouth if you're not ready for it. And once that flavor's filling your mouth, because you eat an olive and it sits in your mouth forever, and you sip your Stella, it's a completely different beer. Like the Belgians make fucking beer like Italians and fucking French make wine. And it's meant to be paired with things. And Stella is nice and bubbly, and it's a light beer. And with something strong flavored like an olive, like a solid green olive, oh yeah, that's what it's for. I bet you could pair it with sharp cheeses too, like a blue cheese or like a really, really heavy provolone. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking of Romano, nice hard hard brittle cheese.
Yeah. It's
something that will crumble.
go with food, right?
Or maybe a feta.
Oh, I bet you even a fucking feta would work, because it's got like a dry, like not bland. What's the word I'm looking for? Earthy,
sharp. Yeah,
it's earthy,
got a sharp, earthy.
And and like
maybe a nice French blue cheese.
Yes. Yeah.
Something peppery.
Something that kicks you in the face like you wouldn't expect it to, right? An olive, a cheese, and it's like, wow, holy shit, that's powerful flavor. And then the Stella is a different beer. It's weird, man. Like I had no idea until I did that Belgian beers were special. It was an accident. And yeah, they're meant to be paired with food. You're
up for their beer making.
Wait?
Renowned for their beer making.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go, guys.
Take it easy there, Sweet.
All right, man.
Take care, Sweeper.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Good night, Sweeper.
Good night, man.
Good night, guys.
Right.
Take it easy, man. Shadow
weekend.
Shadow, brother.
Yeah, and
I think I'm gonna call. I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh no, I was just saying. Like I'm doing after hours. Do you want me to post it in here, guys?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in Six's, Ajax, and Scooby's Discord. I'm sure I can hit you all up privately.
God
right?
Damn. What happened, Sweet?
He's back.
He jumped in just to say, God damn it.
God damn it, Mike.
That's another meme there. This was a meme-friendly Friday.
Oh.
But yeah. If you want to hit me, send it to me in Discord. I don't know. Maybe I'll hop in a little bit. I gotta say, I'm gonna bopping around here for a few minutes doing a few things.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I gotta hit the can.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it anyway since it's the end of the night and we're dwindling fast. So thank you guys for sticking with me through to the end. We lost everyone towards the end. Everyone bailed out at the last second. I want to thank everyone for sticking with us and watching tonight. Thank everyone for in chat for contributing. It was a fun session. And yeah, guys, please, I'll be back here again next week. We have a show every night except Sunday. And tomorrow night, Weebo Jones is hosting. So yeah, please tune in tomorrow. We should all be there again tomorrow night. And yeah, same bat time, same bat channel. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what that translates to for the rest of the country.
10 Central.
There you go, 10 Central. And yeah, so really quick, just guys, if you want to do your outros, and we'll get out of here.
All right, I'm Irving Twin. I'm on all that social media bullshit. And Canadian. Okay, next.
6, you want to take next?
Sure. I am the next 6 minutes. I'm on various social media platforms as well. I'm currently coming up with a line of T-shirts that you may or may not like. If you want the links, they're all on my most current videos. Just watch the videos, and they have them in the description. Or if you have me on Discord or Gab or Twitter or something like that, you can hit me up for the link there. That was my shill.
Beautiful. Good
Very
shill.
cool.
My T-shirts. Everybody needs T-shirts. I'm Greater Ajax. You can see me on YouTube, VidMe, Gab, Minds. That's about it. And the only words of wisdom I have are chocolate milk is the next symbol of white supremacy.
Chocolate power.
Now there's the meme. There's the meme of the night.
Oh yeah. And I'm Scooby331. You can follow me here on YouTube, minds.com and Gab AI, and hopefully, willing, I'll be back on Twitter. Otherwise, we'll see what 2018 holds. Until then, this has been the Chaos120 stream for 10/11/2017. Thank you guys very much, and folks, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care.
Shadow.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Bye bye.